Autotain DVD headrest on a 2018 Ram 2500 Mega Cab. As you can see, the headrest using the supplied fittings fits in there just fine, matches pretty well. The trick to installing it, the wire goes down the headrest post. You run it down through here, over. If you unzip this cushion, you can see the wire right there behind the cushion. Feed it out the bottom, zip it back up. And this panel right here just pulls off with a couple of clips. Pull that panel off. And then inside here I tied into my 12-volt accessory plug. Power to the blue and pink. Ground or black to the black. Tied them both in. They come with inline fuses. And then I bundled up the RCAs. Zip tied them all together and they'll tuck in nicely back in there like that. That way you can put this panel back on. Same thing for the other side. As you can see, I don't have that one connected yet. But if you route it out just underneath the plastic, it will clip in just fine with the panel. And you can move the seats fore and aft without a problem. Here I'll show you how to get the seat cover unzipped. Basically just slide the seat back enough so you have access to this zipper right here. And when they make the seats, they just tuck that zipper in. So you just untuck it. Trying to do this with one hand, so bear with me. There you go, there's your zipper. Again, trying to unzip it with one hand. There's your zipper, and now you'll have access to the wires. And the headrest, there's a latching mechanism to squeeze it in to adjust it up. Hard to do with one hand. There we go. Factory headrest coming out. And this will be your Autotain DVD headrest. You can see the fittings I use, slide over the posts, and they're adjusted pretty much all the way in. So from what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the power wire that comes out of the DVD headrest, comes out of right there. I'm going to feed it in the inboard post. And once I have that fed in, I'll try with one hand to show you it's accessible in here. Reach in there and you should be able to feel it. There it is. There's the wire. I'm just going to plug into the one that we left hanging out. As mentioned before, the wire is fed through. Slide the post in, and they should engage with the latch mechanisms, but they're going to be a little bit tighter than the factory ones, so they're going to take some force. See, they're not quite all the way down. Bear with me. Alright, you can see there I got them seated a lot further. Headrest looks good. Still has adjustability. And now I just need to plug that wire into there, and I normally run a piece of heat shrink over top of them. That way they don't come disconnected. Someone kicks it or moves the seat a little further than normal, or if you don't have quite enough slack. But I'll show you that here in just a second. All right, here's a little better footage of the connector. It does have an arrow on the connector that lines up with a groove and a ridge on the opposite end. That way you can only orientate it one way. Make sure it's seated all the way with no gap. And then like I said, I run a piece of 3/8 or 1/2 inch heat shrink tubing over top of the connector. And that will lock it all in place and hide the connector just a bit so it doesn't look too far out of place. But go ahead and slide this on and heat it down. Here, we're going to go ahead and heat it up. Hard to do with one hand. There's the wire heated up. I'm going to tuck the zipper back in. Before I do all that, I'll check power. No problem with power. And that's it.